So
Actually,
start.
give me a sec.
Okay, so this is my project. Me, Ronald, my buddy Jimmy, and my buddy Jose and Peter. It was like a bunch of us. We all worked on this together. Essentially, this is we wrote different versions of the code.
Right,
And
so we have the variables here. These are the delays. This is essentially just a short delay, normal, and the counter delay, which is at 9 seconds, because that's how long our timer is gonna count. Then these are the variables for the green, yellow. This is the traffic light along with their PMOD numbers 0, 1, and 2. And this is the light for green and the red pedestrian light. And PMOD 3 will be the counter. So all of them are output, and this is the code that is supposed to simulate a traffic light, and we're about to run it right now.
show them the test code really. Did you already start it? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I started it.
Okay.
Let me restart it again. My bad.
So like I wanted to show the rest of it. I kind of we followed, all the same procedures from our previous lab, and this is our previous lab. So this is the slider, the blinky. This is how we essentially did the other one.
Yeah.
So we kind of like followed the same layout. We just added some stuff here and there. But all in all, this is how we did it on Kria.
Right. So if we go back here, we've had some tests.
Yeah, we had the test led on, test led off. And then another thing I wanted to show is, so my idea, all our ideas was we have 3 traffic lights because having all 6 totally didn't make any sense to us because it's going to be red, green, and yellow either way. So we did one set of traffic lights, and then we have our pedestrian lights right here, which is just red and
The green and red.
Yeah, so it's 5 lights total because it just made more sense to have pedestrian lights and a traffic light.
So now we're gonna show the simulated traffic controller. So show it right now. So it's supposed to, the counter is supposed to go to 9. And then the traffic, oh, you need to show this as well while the counter. So once it's supposed to reach 0, our pedestrian is red and the traffic light is green. And it reached 0 earlier, but we just didn't get to show it earlier.
We'll do it again.
Yeah.
So we're gonna run it again.
Give me a sec. Okay, it's running again. And then our counter is going to turn on. It needs to show everything along with the counter. So once it hits close to 9, it should turn green. And it does. Once it reaches 9, it turns green.
So another thing I wanted to add is, we were getting what were we having around? You said we were having parasitic issues with the power.
Yeah.
So when we have almost all the plugs used in the Kria, which we're using like almost every single plug. So we had to connect an external power supply here, and then we had to feed that through here. So we're using more power. Otherwise, when we run it, it runs, but it kind of runs. It runs like it's on its last leg. The numbers don't exactly show up right. Because right now I'm applying 5 volts. Kria is only capable of applying 3.3 volts, but each of these LEDs I tested them on my I tested them with my multimeter, and each of the LEDs are only running at 2.3. So it's just not outputting enough power. And at that time, it also like creates a lot of noise. So this is the alternative we came with, just using more power.
Right, because too much noise going into the ICs messes up how the IC is supposed to work. So we simply worked with this board to feed into the timer rather than the Kria board because it's too noisy.
Yeah, and then we use the Kria board codes to just set up the loops and the delays and make sure the traffic signals are working. And this is like all six of us just working on this code. So we didn't really have like a template, or we didn't really have anything, you know, like I don't know, like this is like following our old lab. This is basically, you know, this is basically how we did it. So that's that.
Right, we use that as reference.
And then also I'm gonna add one more thing to this. Ron, can you also show him how to run the
Which one?
show him how to, so this is running. So I have my questions up right now. This is the Q&A.
Right.
And so I have both of them running, and we're gonna do it right now. So,
Oh, it's in this right here. It's right
oh,
here.
okay, perfect. So it's running right here. So I already uploaded some stuff. Ask a question.
But we have to explain what we uploaded first. Internet of History, right?
Yeah. So I uploaded a file. The file I uploaded to this is right here. Uploaded files. I uploaded downloads. This is what we uploaded. So we uploaded. I'll also put this in my report.
Essentially a summary of the history of the internet.
Yeah, and this is like a test file. And I didn't want to go over characters because I had to make 2 accounts. And then when we asked it a question, and then can you ask it a question?
Yeah.
Just ask it like a simple question.
Name. When was the internet started? So it's related to the file. It should answer.
Cool.
And
there you
it
go.
does answer. There you go.
Perfect. So we did that, and me and Ron were also able to get that working. Me,
Q&A.
Ron, and Peter, and with the help of Jose and Jimmy. But yeah, awesome. So so this is it for now, and then on another video I'll upload part 2.